Inside. Thanks to Dr. Dish and Hoop Dirt for the support of the show. Want to welcome in Coach Eric Bovaird from Chaminade. How you doing, Coach?
Great. Oh, Richie.
You're doing great. You're in Hawaii, so I know everything's terrific over there, right?
Oh, without a doubt. I have the best life in the world.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Well, hey, I got to brag about you a little bit. You're starting your 8th year over there. You've been in a couple NCAA regionals. You won a conference title, and you've had some huge wins. You wins over Texas, wins over Cal. Everybody talks about Chaminade and that big win over #1 Virginia back in 1982. But you've had some great success yourself.
Yeah, without a doubt. It's been a great 7 years, and we've had some incredible wins, and we've had a lot of close games, which I wish we would have pulled out, and we'll try to get them in the future.
Well, that's awesome. I want to talk about Chaminade because it's a college basketball household name, Chaminade. There's a lot of mystique to it because a lot of coaches and people know they've heard about Chaminade, they know about Chaminade, but they don't know a lot about the inner workings of the program and how unique it is to coach a program in Hawaii. What have you done to keep the program so relevant over the last 7-8 years?
Well, first off, you have to be competitive in the Maui Invitational. You get 3 shots on national television to show the world that you can compete with high major teams. So, we've had a lot of really good games. We've had the opportunity to play North Carolina twice. We played Kansas. We played Gonzaga. We played a lot of great teams, and we've had a lot of close games. So it's one thing whenever you get blown out, people think, they're Division II and, they can't compete. But then whenever you're winning at halftime versus Baylor or UCLA, and then you pull off upsets against Texas and, in California, then, people start talking about you again. So definitely being competitive in the Maui Invitational helps us.
Well, yeah, I mean, it seems like every fall we're all watching the Maui Invitational, and Chaminade goes in there and makes magic happen a lot of the time, and a lot of that's due to you and your program. But you have to have, I would imagine, you tell me, I would imagine you have to have some sort of unique niche in style of play and how you guys go about doing things to recruit players there to Hawaii.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. This is such a unique place, and it takes a special person to be able to pack their bags and move to Hawaii,
Mm-hmm.
and our style of play is unique, for us to compete against major Division I teams. We're not going to beat them on the inside. We're not going to be able to pound the ball inside and score. So we have to be creative in the fact of spreading them out and making their big guys try to guard us on the perimeter and try to chase us down in transition. So sometimes that gives us an advantage, but also sometimes the North Carolinas of the world might just pound you on the boards. But sometimes we catch them. They're trying to chase us down, and we're knocking down 3-point shots and driving and kicking. I would compare it very similar to Villanova of this past year. They have 5 guys on the floor that could shoot threes at all times. That can penetrate from the perimeter and make plays with the basketball. So that's the way we recruit. That's the type of guys we try to bring in.
You really honed your craft at West Liberty in West Virginia, another Division II school, and you were there, I think, 7 years, correct?
Yes. Well, I learned from the best. I think Coach Jim Crutchfield, who's now at Nova Southeastern, but has spent a long time at West Liberty. I learned so much from him, without a doubt. I thought I knew a lot about basketball, being an All-American and playing professionally overseas and so forth, but I learned more in the 7 years going back to work with him than I did my entire rest of my career. So my success is due to him. Learning the philosophy of the game, to learning how to treat players, and learning how to sometimes just give them the opportunity to showcase what they're capable of doing. A lot of coaches sometimes, want to move guys around like robots, and you stand here, you go here. And I learned from Coach Crutchfield that, really focus on player development and then give them the opportunity to showcase what they can do, and so a lot of the credit goes to him. Without him, I definitely would not be sitting here right now.
Well, you guys are always like one of the top scoring teams in NCAA Division II. And you guys, I would imagine, offensively, you took a lot of that from what you guys did at West Liberty. Is that right?
Yeah, without a doubt, we're very similar in almost everything we do. From the days, for the stretch I was at West Liberty, we led the nation in scoring 6 out of the 7 years, and we also had the highest winning percentage in NCAA at the time. So it wasn't a type of style where you want to give up a 2-pointer so you have the opportunity to get a 3-pointer. No, we want to get stops. We do not want to get scored on. We just want to get a high percentage shot. It doesn't matter if it takes 2 seconds or if it takes 30 seconds. So we're constantly seeking a high percentage shot as quickly as we can get one.
You've done a phenomenal job with that program. Last question: what's the future hold for Chaminade basketball?
Very bright. We're constantly making improvements at this school. We're a small private Catholic school, with about 1,500 graduate students. So enrollment is it's a big deal. But enrollment's been good. We're constantly making strides of improvement in our athletics in general. We're building a brand new locker room, which is a big deal, and we made some changes with the Maui gym, Maui Invitational, that's going to benefit us, I think, in the future. Also, every other year we won't be playing actually in the tournament in Maui, but we're going to have the unique opportunity to go play the top high major schools on their home court. Next year we're going to play Arizona. We're going to play San Diego State. In future years, I'm looking forward. I would love to go to Duke or at Kansas or at UCLA. And, we're going to have those opportunities down the line in the future.
And I'm thinking you might get a couple more Power 5 wins under your belt.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. That's the goal. If you come to Chaminade, we're known as the Giant Killers. So when they sign with us, they believe that's going to happen.
That's Coach Eric Bovaird. If you ever want to know what Chaminade basketball is all about, you got to contact him. And anybody watching, mention this show to Dr. Dish, the best shooting machine in the world. Receive an exclusive discount on one of their products. Coach Bovaird, appreciate your time.
Man, thanks so much.
Enjoyed it.